Well, this morning, many kids across the Tampa Bay area will be hearing the school bell ring for the first day of class.
Yes, many excited students and many nervous ones as well. We have full coverage for you starting in Hillsborough County with 10 Tampa Bay's Jenny Dean live at Carrollwood K-8. Good morning, Jenny.
Good morning, Caitlin and Sarah. It is starting to get busy here at this school. There are several sheriff's deputies here, as well. The sheriff just arrived. We'll be talking to him live in just a few minutes. But students and teachers should start arriving soon as well, because it is an exciting day. People filled with anticipation for the first day back at school. And Interim Superintendent Van Ayers says they definitely have some unique challenges as the Bay Area's largest school district, one of the largest in Florida as well. You know, they are starting off the school year with a shortage of about 450 teachers. And while that may seem like a lot, he says that's down from about 1,000 openings at the beginning of June. And they do have about 150 substitutes ready to go today who are also working to become teachers. So he told us that he is feeling good about where they stand at the start of the school year. Now, bus drivers, that has been an issue as well. There's been a shortage of bus drivers for all of our districts. Here in Hillsborough County, they're still short about 200 bus drivers. So the superintendent, of course, advising parents to please have patience, have your students have patience. A lot of the drivers that are currently running routes are going to have to pick up other routes. They'll finish the first one and then have to drive back around. So there could be some significant delays the first few days of school as they get everything back into a routine. Now, coming up in about 15 minutes, we are going to be talking live to Hillsborough County Sheriff Chad Chronister as he and his deputies are already ready for the first day of school. You will be seeing a lot of those deputies in those school zones around your neighborhood, and we're going to get some last-minute safety tips from him. Then a little later in the show, we'll talk to Interim Superintendent for Hillsborough County, Van Ayers. He will be here as well a little later in the 6 o'clock hour. So lots to come still on this first day of school. Live in Carrollwood, Jenny Dean, 10 Tampa Bay. Back
All right,
to you.
thanks, Jenny. Now to Pinellas County. More than 300 buses are hitting the road there in Clearwater right now, working to get students to class on time. Always important,
That's
right?
always a big goal, and it
Big job.
Yeah, it doesn't always happen, but that's where 10 Tampa Bay's reporter Andrea Lyon is live this morning. I know they're working hard at it. Andrea, you just spoke with the superintendent minutes ago. What do expectations look like for the county?
Well, I first want to talk about just the energy out here. There's so many smiles, people are excited to be here on the first day, honking horns on these buses, but expectations are pretty high. They've set those standards high, and with 94,000 students going back to school in Pinellas, this is really a major operation. And just a reminder, 20,000 of those students will be taking the bus. So like Jenny was saying, have patience out on the roads this morning. And to make sure all students do get off to class on time, making sure this is smooth, Pinellas County Schools tells me that there will be additional call center staff brought in for the very first month of school to make sure everything runs smoothly. And of course, it's not just children going back to school. Almost 15,000 staff and teachers will be back in the building today. So when it comes to what will be taught inside those classrooms, there's new things happening in Pinellas County Schools. We were just talking about standards. When I just spoke to Superintendent Kevin Hendrick about 15 minutes ago, he tells us his priorities include improving academic excellence, equity and excellence, strong connections, as well as engaging experiences for students. But ahead at 6:30, Hendrick says he will reach and surpass standards that they set last year, one of which they smashed a goal of their own, having the highest reading ranking in the last 10 years. So that's coming up in the next half hour. Live in Clearwater, Andrea Lyon, 10 Tampa Bay.
All right, thanks, Andrea.